Shalom, 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 Yasha'Allah and world. I'm Brother Ezekiel.
I'm Brother Lee.
And we are on a new lesson today, which I think may hit home. And, I believe all these lessons should hit home. But this is a real, they're all important, but this one specifically, and I have to say because I believe 100% I'm a Levite, okay? But this lesson is called A Levite's Responsibility. And the reason why I'm coming into this lesson and breaking this down, because it's always been sitting on my heart and on my spirit and on my mind. And I believe and I think the Most High wanted me to get this on out there because of what's going on. Even though I've been saying a lot of different lessons, always talking about the law, what Israel is doing and what camps are doing and men with man-made titles are doing and to be honest, it's out of order. It really is. It's really out of order. And there's a reason why the stuff is all out of order. And why we see it today, it's not just because, men and women want to be wicked and stuff, or they just don't want to follow his word and stuff, but there is an order to something that had to be done. And it was a Levite's responsibility. And we're going to go through all the scriptures proving what I'm saying about why it's important for a Levite to be doing what's his responsibilities or the Levite's responsibilities and things. And I think this one's really going to, hopefully it can, for all that watch this, you can share this, whatever you guys need to do. But this might help set some order, amongst Israel today who know they're Israel and things like that, because there's a whole setup with why the Levites were in this position that they're in and why they were called, to be set apart from all the other tribes and things and, so forth and so on. But anyways, we're going to get into today. And just, before I get into this, I just want to, let it be known, I'm not trying to take away nobody's job or take away their work, doing the work for the Most High, because, what I'm putting out here about the Levites and things like that, I'm not trying to do that to anybody. I'm not trying to take away or make you feel like you're less important because you're part of another tribe or anything like that. Okay? So I'm just putting that out there before we get into this, because we have a lot of people be in their chest and their feelings about these, about some of the lessons I put on out here, and they feel a certain way, and it's just like, no, what I'm trying to get you to understand is that there's an order. The Most High wants this done this way. It's not my way. It's what He says in His Torah. That's it. That's what we need to do. Period. So
that conviction, though.
Right. Yeah, it's just like, like I can't go, if I was serving in the Marines and stuff, and my duty, my field was, being a medic. I'm not going to be sitting in a tank and trying to be a mechanic to fix, tank when I didn't go through the training to fix, automobiles or, mechanics and stuff. What's the word I'm looking for? Machinery. Okay, I'm here to fix people, human beings, to stop an artery from bleeding all over the place, things like that. It's all about order. Okay, that's how the Most High wants it. All right, so if you're mad at me for what I'm saying, you can't be, because I'm pulling out exactly what it says in the book. I'm not putting no spin on it. I'm not creating some doctrine.
No doctrine?
No, none. So, and like I said in the last video, the last lesson, the word Torah, it means instructions, instruct, directions, to direct, doctrine. Not plural, as in doctrines. Doctrine. Singular. That's the only doctrine that was supposed to have been taught. And that's what the Mashiach came back to do, was to teach that one and only doctrine. Okay? So, this is why Israel is all over the place today still. And we even said in the last lesson, I believe, too, that a lot of people think because they're receiving what they believe is blessings, because a lot of stuff is happening, they're moving forward with a bunch of things and so forth and so on, but they still being wicked. The Most High even said that. I would even cause delusion in their mind, thinking that they doing good. But when that time of judgment comes, hey, you didn't do nothing I asked and stuff, and thought you were doing really good because you were receiving the carnal material things. So, hey, this is why I'm trying to help, But anyways, let's get into it. So, this is everybody's responsibility on this scripture for your own soul, okay? This is your own responsibility. So, we're going to start off in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring...
keep going.
For the Most High God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So that's all your duty. You're supposed to keep the Most High's commandments. 100%. You're supposed to do it. Plain and simple. That is the whole matter. The whole matter is listening to what the Torah says. Is all the laws. You're supposed to do X, Y, and Z. Okay? If he says do this, this is what you're supposed to do. If he says don't do it, you're not supposed to do it. Okay? Or listen to what he's saying, what not to do and what to do. Okay? So, when you create doctrines out here, and like I said in other lessons, you're not giving it with the understanding with the laws. That's a problem. And you're causing more people to fall nonstop. Okay, you're planting seeds. Yeah, you're planting seeds, all right, but it ain't fruitful seeds. And if it's fruitful to your eyes, guess what? It's not according to the Most High. So, this is why we're trying to bring this out. And that's everybody's duty. You're supposed to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Period. Now, I'm going to get into the order of things of why the Levites were or still is the teachers and how to help keep that in order. Because when they fell, all y'all started falling. Big time. And there's a reason and a purpose with that when we bring out all these other these scriptures. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the book of Malachi. We're going to read the whole book of Malachi. And then I'm going to jump into the laws to show you guys something where it began. Okay? So once we get into that, I'll show and prove all these other things that I'm talking about. But this basically bringing it all the way up to what's the importance or what's the Levites' responsibility. The Levites' responsibility, excuse me. So we're going to start in chapter 1 in the book of Malachi in verse 1.
All right. Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Most High God to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Stop right there. So he said, so we're saying as a group, well, I shouldn't say as a group, but majority of Israel is saying, where have you loved us? Like, wait a second. You ain't showing us no love. Once again, like I said, you don't count your blessings accordingly. You don't believe that the Most High waking you up every morning is a blessing. You don't stop to think about those things because you're thinking about the material, carnal things, what things should happen just like that. That's what they were looking for, and still happening today. Okay? And that's why we hear a bunch of people leave the truth and they become atheists or whatever. They believe that they're their own God and stuff and so forth and so on. Here it is. They're saying, well, where's this guy to help me? Everything I did it on my own. That's messed up. And you shouldn't even fix your lips to even say that towards the creator that created you. Okay? Well, you can't even see God. You can't even see him. But yet you call yourself God, and you wake up every morning and you see yourself in the mirror. We come in the image of the Most High, because The first men on the earth, or the first man and woman, wasn't created by themselves. Okay? So, but anyways, I ain't going to get into all that science stuff and so forth and so on. No scientific stuff. Anyways, go ahead.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 2. Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Most High God? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of the Most High God of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Most High God hath indignation forever.
See, the stuff that he did, that same spirit has been happening since Cain. Okay? This same spirit is going on till today. This is why in the lessons that I said before, don't follow the ways of the Gentiles, is saying the mindset, the Babylonian mindset, Roman mindset, Assyrian, Canaanite, Egyptian, Grecian mindset as seriously took a toll on our people. They taught you how to hate the Most High. They taught you how to hate His Word, how to turn away from them. They taught you how to love yourself, to the point where, you got to be known. So I was saying with the entertainment business and stuff, they make you the star. So you could have a following, a fan base. It ain't supposed to be a following. You're supposed to be a following of the Most High. You see, they know how we are. They know who we are. But they done everything to corrupt us, to make us toxin, to pervert us, so we could be perverted against the Most High. Okay? But go ahead, Ak.
And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Most High God will be magnified from the border of Israel. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then it be a father, where is mine honor?
So the Most High is asking, where's my honor? Where's the honor I'm supposed to be due? I'm the one that created your father. He's looking for that love. This is what I was talking about in the last lesson about how to love, the Most High's love versus hippie love. Okay? You sitting here, the Most High has feelings. He has emotions. Okay? And I know this for a fact because I experience this stuff on a regular basis. That's why you have to stop and think about these things. You got to think about the Most High's feeling. Every time you messing up in things you do, think about it. You think He's probably shedding a tear up there? Do you ever stop to think about that? Or maybe His heart may be hurting, or His mind? Well, to some, He's just a ball. God doesn't have no image. He's just a spirit. Yet, but we are made in His image. To those individuals who try to debate me on that retarded thing, when the scriptures even say He has a head full of woolly hair that's white as snow. Okay,
like Ego the planet.
but you got to stop and think about these things, because if you're a child, obviously you're a child. You got a mommy and daddy. You got to stop and think the stuff that you did to them. Are you being good? I mean, are you honoring them? That's why the Ten Commandments says, honor thy father and thy mother, so that your days may be prolonged. So He just wasn't talking about your physical. He was talking about Himself. Like He says, if you but love me and keep my commandments, I'll give you everything your heart desires. Prolong your day. Heck, there's instances where prophets and kings have asked to be, have an extension on their life. And He added a good couple of years on their life with good health and things, because you was faithful. You honored Him. This is what He's saying right here. But obviously we're going to see that didn't happen. Okay? It still ain't happened until today. Okay? Go ahead, Ak.
And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Most High God.
Saith the Most High. So, once again, we're supposed to be servants. We're children. We're servants of the Most High, because that is our master. We're supposed to do everything He asked us. Okay? But go ahead, Ak.
And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Most High God of hosts unto you, O priests that despise my name. And ye say, wherein have we despised thy name?
O priests, give him verse again.
The whole thing?
Just where you started off.
All right. And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Most High God of hosts unto you, O priests that despise my name. And ye say, wherein have we despised thy name?
Now see, the priests, this is the whole point of this lesson. Because the Levites, specifically, there was a law that went out, a blessing, but also it was a commandment that went out from Moshe onto the Levites of what they were supposed to do. And mind you, we have it through all Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. But we'll get into that in a second. But he's coming at these priests because the priests are, the Levites, whether you like it or not, are the closest to the Most High. That is the only tribe that is literally close to the Most High for a reason. And I'll get into that later in a second. But he's coming at these priests because the priests are doing the sacrifices for him. And they're supposed to keep everything clean. They're also supposed to be the teachers, as well as the other Levites are supposed to be the teachers. Okay? They're supposed to be the teachers of the law. But they're not doing it. This is why we have the book of Malachi. And this is why the Mashiach had to be sent as well. Okay? So, he's coming at them for a reason here and to show and prove that you guys are messing up and you're making the whole nation mess up. Okay? But go ahead,
Ye offer polluted bread upon my altar, and ye say...
Meaning bread with leaven in it. Okay? Go ahead.
Wherein have we polluted thee?
And then my ancestors saying, where have we polluted you? The audacity that our ancestors were saying, you shouldn't have been saying that. And you got to understand, too, when the corruption came from Jezebel, and I mean, I could get into that later, but that corruption started happening when all the priests and so forth and so on, all this stuff started trickling down all the way as a domino effect and kept reoccurring and stuff, that in their mind, they believed that they weren't doing no wrong. Just like today. You see people breaking the Sabbath nonstop. We see people doing things against the laws that they shouldn't be doing. You got people out here, men, wearing mitris or maters, but only the high priest is supposed to wear those things. Then you got men out here recreating the compounds of the oils and stuff that was specifically only for the Most High and the altar. And they're selling this as in you can put this on you as wearing it.
Wow, they're benefiting from it.
Right. So you're selling it and you broken what the Most High said not to do. But because, and I'm going to say this because I'm going to knock this out in this lesson, because you guys were teaching a doctrine talking about the order of Melchizedek, that every man is a priest. Everybody's in that fold. No, they're not. Even the Mashiach never even wore a mater, a mitri, a head covering, because he knew that was only for the Levites. Especially when a man was leopard, he healed him and he told him, go to the Levites and go get checked out to make sure that your leprosy is gone, and then give them what they're owed. So why didn't Christ take that? Because he the one that did it. It's all about order, staying in your lane and things. Okay? So this is exactly what's happening today, because the Levites, real Levites out here, are not standing up and teaching the laws to the whole nation of Israel. This is exactly what's happening today. Okay? So things need to get put back in order. I'll talk about y'all want to see the kingdom come and things like that, and you want the Mashiach to return and stuff. You ain't even paving the way. You ain't paving the way right. You ain't even building up the kingdom. You ain't setting that order. That order should be with the Levites teaching all of Israel the laws and following it themselves. not them being the teachers. And cats, and just for argument's sake, if you say, well, the Mashiach was teaching and stuff and so forth and so on, understand, once again, read his words, what he said. I came to seek which was lost. I'm sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. They're lost up here. Who's going to teach them? That's why he had to be sent, to set it in order. Now you have Levites, or men who believe that they're Levites, who know who they are and stuff. Now it's a time now to stand up and start teaching the Torah to the whole nation and all Israel today, whether you're conscious or not conscious. The world who's following the Most High of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob need to get in order and listen to what the Levites are trying to teach them according to the Torah. You all have the scrolls today. You all have the scrolls. There's no excuse.
They got an app for that.
Right, you got an app. You got everything. The Most High is giving you all this stuff for you to read. Or to follow. So it's no excuse. So if you have an actual Levite, like myself, to sit here and help you and teach you what the Torah says, so you can apply it to yourself, write this stuff down to keep it just in case they make it a law where you can't have this book no more. At least you have a journal of plenty of writings that you have taken down. You still have it just in case. You have to stop and think about these things. You guys got to really get yourself in order with this. And I'm making sure this video, especially this lesson, really goes out really hard. Because Levites need to come together and really put everything back in order. Okay? But let's continue out.
Ye offer polluted bread upon my altar, and ye say, wherein have we polluted thee? In that ye say, the table of the Most High God is contemptible. And if ye offer a blind for sacrifice, is it not evil? And if ye offer a lame and sick, is it not evil? Offer it now unto thy governor. Will he be pleased with thee, or accept thy person? Saith the Most High God of hosts.
So, and I read this in the last lesson and stuff, but right here, just showing and prove. You're not supposed to put a lame animal for a sacrifice, period. Okay? But take this into consideration. You men out there that's teaching these doctrines and stuff, you're keeping the people blind. You're keeping them lame. You're crippling them because of what you're putting out there, because you fully don't read the Torah in its context, in our language, and take the time out to do these things. And also, it's not your position to do so. If you are not a Levite, and I'm saying this, if you are not a Levite and you're not teaching the Torah, and you're trying to teach the Torah, you shouldn't be doing it unless you really got the laws down and you're really applying it to yourself, that people can see you are actually living your culture and following the Most High. Until you get a Levite there. And when you do get a Levite, if you're from the tribe of Judah or Benjamin or Asher or whatever, whichever other tribe, Ephraim, Manasseh, when you run into a Levite and you spread the word to him and stuff, and he wakes up, teach him what he needs to be doing, his responsibility, and you get yourself back in order. You fall back now. But no, y'all took it upon yourselves to make every job in the Torah yours, when the Most High never told you to be like that. Period. And we already seen in the scriptures of what I read in the last lesson, is that you had other Levites get mad because Moses and Aaron and the Most High was only dealing with those two. So they started getting mad. They wanted to be the priest. They wanted to be this and that and the other, when the Most High already ordained that the sons of Aaron should only be priests in their generation, that bloodline. But yet they wanted to be the priests and stuff. So the Most High had something against them. As soon as they brought the little censers and stuff, all 24 of them, I think it was, all of them got put to death in their families and stuff. This is why I'm trying to help prep you to stay in your own lane about certain things. I'm not going around. I believe I'm a Levite. I'm not saying I'm a priest. I'm not the sons of Aaron. I'm not saying I'm the Kohen. I'm not saying I'm the Geshens or the Memoriams. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but those specific ones, those three brothers of Levites, were the families that dealt with the tabernacle, with the Ark of the Covenant, the hanging of it, the animal skin, and so forth and so on. I'm not saying that, but I do believe I'm a Levite, and a Levite, all the Levites are supposed to be ministers. The word minister is talking about teachers. They're supposed to teach all of Israel. Okay? But anyways, well, I'll get into all that because it's going to come out soon. But go ahead.
Malachi chapter 1 verse 9. And now I pray you, beseech the Most High God that he will be gracious unto us. This has been by your means. Will he regard your persons? Saith the Most High God of hosts. Who is there even among you that would shut the doors for naught? Neighbor, do ye kindle fire on mine altar for naught? I have no pleasure in you, saith the Most High God of hosts. Neither will I accept an offering at your hand.
Stop right there. He said, Who is there even among you that will shut the doors for naught? Meaning for wickedness. He's asking, which one of y'all going to stand up and finally say, put your foot down and say, y'all wicked, you're evil, you're doing everything to corrupt stuff against the Most High. I'm here to tell you, stop that. But you know what happens? Even back then, even till today, it said this time they don't kill you today. They smudge your name, they corrupt your name and your image out here in the world today. Just so you don't steal no spotlight from them, no followers of them and things like that, of their congregation or whatever, that make up some lie against you because you're speaking the actual truth and they not. But yet, Most High is asking, who's going to stand up and say this? Who's going to put their foot down? Who's going to do this? What, you scared? Back then, they used to get killed. I mean, you still could get killed today because if the government wants you dead, they want you to shut up. You're going to be dead. But you got to be a radical with this. Okay? You got to take all the burdens like what Christ said. Pick up your cross and follow me. Meaning the burdens. That's going to happen when you're doing this walk. When you really want to stand up for righteousness for the Most High. All these things are going to come on to you. It's going to come. You got to just prep yourself for these things. But go ahead.
From the rising of the sun, even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles. And in every place incense shall be offered unto my name. And a pure offering for my name shall be great among the heathen, saith the Most High God of hosts.
See, so the Most High is just pissed with this, that he even said, I'm going to make my name great amongst the heathen. I'm going to allow them to offer sacrifice unto me. This is what's happening today. Shouldn't that piss you off enough? Shouldn't that make you mad? Shouldn't that make you jealous? That the Most High is going to another people and not you anymore? But yeah, standing on a corner just shouting and thinking, to talk bad about these other nations when actually the Most High is backing up these other nations. And you being marked for all the dumb stuff you be saying to all these people out here because you don't have no filter on your mouth because you don't know the Torah. And you so-called men with titles and elders, you're too scared to teach them the truth. Or you're agents and you're being paid by the government low-key. Because you don't want to step up and say something against what you have done. You're afraid to say you made a mistake. Because you're worried about everybody's going to leave and they're going to look at you and be like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. He said this in one thing, now he's turning to this. Oh, we don't want to deal with him. You rather serve and fear the people than serve. They're your masters, not the Most High. They're your kings, not the Mashiach. Well, at this point in moment right now, until he returns, the only king you have is the Most High. Like I said plenty of times, we're back in Judges. But go ahead,
Malachi chapter 1 verse 12. But ye have profaned it, in that ye say, the table of the Most High God is polluted, and the fruit thereof, even his meat, is contemptible. Ye said also, behold, what a weariness it is, and ye have snuffed at it, saith the Most High God of hosts. And ye brought that which was torn, and the lame, and the sick. Thus ye brought an offering. Should I accept this of your hand, saith the Most High God? But cursed be the deceiver, which hath in his flock a male, and voweth, and sacrifice unto the Most High God a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, saith the Most High God of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. And now, O ye priests, this
chapter verse.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 2.
Verse 1.
Verse 1. And now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you. If ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, saith the Most High God of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessings. Yea, I have cursed them already, because ye do not lay it to heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seed, and spread dung upon your faces, even the dung of your solemn feasts, and one shall take you away with it. And ye shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that my covenant might be with Levi, saith the Most High God of hosts. My covenant was with him of life and peace, and I gave them to him for the fear wherewithin he feared me, and was afraid before my name.
And when what he's talking about here, I'm gonna pull out back in Exodus. You'll understand in way before Exodus, when Levite was there, but we're gonna pull that out later. But we're gonna finish this up though. But go. I mean, just look. He said, "I've already cursed your blessings. I've already done it." And look who he's talking to. Look what. Do you see the importance of the commandment he made with Levi? And let me tell you something. The first king of Israel was Moshe. It was a Levite. And it even says it in the scriptures. Because this is what it was supposed to be. That was supposed to be the order to help out all of Israel. At least that was supposed to, at one point, it should have been that way. But the Most High had other plans and needed to do something else. Okay? But go ahead, Ott.
The law of truth was in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips. He walked with me in peace and equity, and did turn many away from iniquity. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
Wait, I'm sorry. Start at verse 6 again.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 6. The law of truth was in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips. He walked with me in peace and equity, and did turn many away from iniquity. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth. For he is the messenger of the Most High God of hosts.
You see that? You see how important it is? I really hope Levites are, if you know you're a Levite, I hope you're watching this. Or even the brothers who aren't Levites and you believe you're from another tribe and stuff. I really hope you take this into consideration when you are around a Levite and give him that understanding what he needs to be doing. This is how important it is. You guys want to see order today amongst Israel and things? Start doing this. Go ahead, Ak.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 8. But ye are departed out of the way. Ye have caused many to stumble at the law. Ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi, saith the Most High God of hosts.
See, but ye are departed out of the way. Ye have caused many to stumble at the law. Ye have corrupted the covenant, the promise of Levi, saith the Most High of hosts. So our forefather Levi, you corrupted his name. The promise he taught all the way on down to where it is today is gotten corrupted. Because nobody's reading the laws. You're not taking a stand against naught. But I will. You know, it's up to you. You guys really have to help do this. You have to stand up so everybody can start falling back in order how it was. And watch your blessings really come. Because it's a righteous thing to do. You need to do it. But go ahead, Ak.
Therefore, I have also made you contemptible and base before all the people, according as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law.
Been partial in the law.
Ooh, that hits me.
Somewhat. A little bit. No, there's no partial. We have to be whole. You gotta make the effort. You have to. And they're easy. Like I said before, majority of the laws you're already keeping because by default you don't have things. You don't have certain things. So that means it's kept already. So you have to make the effort to do so. Yes, it's going to be challenging because you ain't practicing it. Or you're just waking up out of a coma of all this toxic stuff that you've been taught your whole life. But you got to make the effort. You can't just settle for what it is or just settle for less. No. The Most High don't want you to be partial in it. Be whole. Go ahead, Ak.
Have we not all one Father? Hath not one God created us? Why do we deal treacherously every man against his brother, by profaning the covenant of our fathers?
Because you don't read the Torah and keep it.
Ooh.
Leviticus 19, verse 17 through 19. Love thy neighbor as thyself, as the Mashiach said. The second greatest commandments, which hangs up all the laws and prophets, which is the first is love the Most High thy God with all thy heart, mind, body, and soul. And the second is like unto the first, to love thy neighbor as thyself, which these two hang up all the laws and prophets.
Got it.
That's a fact right there. This stuff should come to you just like this if you just read it and you just constantly put it into your way of living. Humble down when certain situations happen and stuff. Just, you know what? Let it go. Just be humble with it. Stop trying to be the man. Stop trying to be, oh no, I gotta be. Stop trying to be first. Like the saying goes, the first should be last and the last should be first. It's all about humbleness, meekness. Well, go ahead, Ak.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 11. Judah hath dealt treacherously, and an abomination is committed in Israel and in Jerusalem. For Judah hath profaned the holiness of the Most High God, which he loved, and hath married the daughter of a strange god.
See that? So, why he's talking about Judah? Because Judah is the one. They're supposed to be the one that brings all Israel together. Or help bring all Israel together because he put it in Judah's power to do so. But why is Judah off? Because of Levite. Because you're not doing what you're supposed to do, your responsibilities. Once that happens, now look at all the other tribes following after Judah. Whatever Judah does, that's what every tribe is going to do, and that's exactly what's happening today. That's why everybody's trying to be the leader. I need to be the one. No, you got to hear me. When the Most High didn't even set none of y'all up in the first place to be so-called men with titles. But go ahead, Ak. Verse 12.
Malachi chapter 2, verse 12. The Most High God will cut off the man that doeth this, the master and the scholar, out of the tabernacles of Jacob, and him that offereth an offering unto the Most High God of hosts, And this have ye done again, covering the altar of the Most High God with tears, with weeping, and with crying out, insomuch that he regardeth not the offering any more, or receiveth it with good will at your hand. If ye say, wherefore? Because the Most High God hath been witness between thee and the wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously. Yet is she thy companion, and the wife out of thy covenant? And did he not make one? Yet had he the residue of the Spirit, and wherefore one? That he might seek a godly seed. Therefore take heed to your spirit, and let none deal treacherously against the wife of his youth. For the Most High God, the God of Israel, saith that he hateth putting away, for one covereth violence with his garment, saith the Most High God of hosts. Therefore take heed to your spirit, that ye deal not treacherously. If ye wearied the Most High God with your words, yet ye say, wherein have we wearied him? When ye say, every one that doeth evil is good in the sight of the Most High God, and he delighteth in them, or where is the Most High God of judgment?
So basically, it's all about how you're not following the laws, how you're not teaching your children. Their children. It's a domino effect, like it tells you back in Deuteronomy 4 and verse 5 through 9. Verse 9 was talking about, and you shall teach your children, or you shall teach your sons and your sons' sons, which is the laws. That's why every nation should be like, wow, what type of people are this that have God so near unto them? What other nation in the world has laws and statutes and judgments so righteous as these people do? There's no other nation out there that does. They like to think that, but they don't. So we're supposed to be teaching this, but as you can see, we his wife, we jumped off and dealt with other husbands, which is other gods and things. And like you said, he don't like you putting away, divorcing and stuff. But guess what? He gives a 2/3 warning of a divorcement that's coming up against Israel. Because your new gods, your new husbands is the men that you follow. Of your so-called men with titles, whatever. Those are your husbands, your gods. Literally. But let's continue chapter 3 and verse 1 out.
All right. Malachi chapter 3 verse 1. Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare a way before me. And the Most High God, whom ye seek, shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith the Most High God of hosts. But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like the refiner's fire, and like fuller's soap.
So he's basically talking about the Mashiach here.
And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi, and purge them as gold
He should
and
do what?
silver. Purify the sons of Levi.
No, the sons of Judah.
The sons of Levi.
No, the sons of Benjamin.
The sons of Levi.
Ephraim.
Sons of Levi.
Reuben. Manasseh.
And
Gad.
he shall purify the sons of Levi, because that's what it says, and purge them as gold and silver.
So when the Mashiach comes, his order is going to set up those Levites all over again in their proper thing, in their proper order. And guess what? Those are going to be those 12,000 out of the sons of Levi, the 144,000.
Okay.
They're going to be doing exactly what they were doing in the first place. What they should have been doing. But it don't say that in the New Testament. Duh. It's probably because they took it out. Or the fact that you're not reading the book. The Mashiach is going to do this because it's clearly saying this. Okay? But go ahead, Ak.
Malachi chapter 3, verse 3. And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Most High God an offering in righteousness.
So they're going to still be sacrificing in the kingdom? But I thought sacrifice is going to be all over with.
Mm-hmm. That they may offer unto the Most High God an offering in righteousness.
Go ahead, Op.
Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto the Most High God, as in those days of old, as in former years. And it will come near you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against the false swearers, and against those that oppress the hiring in his wages, the widow and the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right, and fear not me.
And turn aside the stranger from his right. I bet you any money that's probably talking about a Gentile.
Yeah.
Look up this word. If it comes out to H6114, I want you to look up Salakia, y'all, real quick. We're going to go into Strong's Concordance.
Not the strongest.
Yo, stab you, dude. No. We want to look up Malachi 3. Here. Wait. Salakia, let me see something here. 1 second, y'all. Malachi. Hold on 1 second. Eller, you want to say anything?
No, I'm just goodness also is you're putting it down in agreement with what's going on, and it's really a shame what we have done and what we are doing, and claiming something that's not ours, and that which should be ours we don't accept. Everybody wants to be the head, and nobody wants to be followed.
Okay.
So, with excuse me, because I'm reading while I'm talking. So with what the Most High is saying, He will curse our blessing. And to most of us, our blessings are our children. So we see what our children are going through in this time in 2020. And we see what their children are going through with the hatred that's in them, and they're all over the leaves of killing His children. When we should be enjoying the fruit of the land because of everything that's, technology-wise, food, you can travel and go anywhere you want, be anywhere you want in the world within an hour, within a day, basically. And instead of us being able to enjoy it, it's all over the news how they're killing us in particular. So our blessing, which are our children, is actually being cursed because they're not following His ways. They're following Catholicism, following Islam, following Lutheranism, following Jehovah's Witnesses, and many other cults. But nobody knows what His word says because nobody is seeking for themselves. And because Levi fell off, the rest of us are continually falling.
Con. The water, elder. I found the word. It's H1616. It's talking about stranger. From 1481, prop, a guest, by implication, a foreigner, alien, sojourner. So in this context, there's two different words for stranger. One is for Hebrews or Israelites, and the other is for Gentiles. This one is 16:16, H16:16, which is talking about Gentiles. This is why you need the Hebrew. So you understand. So all y'all out there, like I said in my lessons before, if you've seen this, all y'all that's out there condemning the Gentiles purposely are all out of order. And this is due to lack of not knowing the language and also not studying the Torah, the laws. So y'all in trouble with that. Here, let's set this over there. And what was that? We were at 3 and 5.
Yeah,
okay. Read that one more time, Mike.
4.
We started at 4.
Stopped at 4.
I thought we started
No, we started at
5 because it was stranger.
yeah, we were reading verse 5 though, Elder.
Okay.
Go read it again.
All right. Malachi chapter 3 verse 4. Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto the Most High God, as in the days of old and as in former years. And I will come near you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers and against the adulterers and against the false swearers and against those that oppress and the hireling in his wages, the widow and the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right. And fear not me, saith the Most High God of hosts. 7
things in this that he said that the wickedness is going on today. And that's happening today. Yeah. Your doctrines, that's sorcery. It's a tune that's functioning in people. If you want to get all,
metaphorical?
Yeah, metaphorical. There you go. If you want to get all down that and stuff, you're playing on these people's so-called chakras and things, and you're playing a tune to them that they're responding only to what you're saying because your doctrine. It's a spell. It's sorcery. That's exactly what it is. And like I said before, a lot of y'all have been teaching and you incorporate all this other stuff into the book because you think it's boring. And you guys sit here and do this all the time. This is what takes away everybody. I ain't saying this. You can't read these other books or whatever. I'm saying you need to be well rooted in the Torah. Because even if you go to glance at those books and you start reading it, you've been like, man, the heck with this. It's pointless. But like I said, right here, that's why he specifically said Judah. And this is why all this stuff is happening, because the Levites ain't standing up and doing what they're supposed to do in order. So now you have all this sorcery, magic, all this crap, witchcraft going around and stuff. You ain't taking care of the widows. You ain't taking care of the children, who you will call bastards today because either they don't have fathers, or no, excuse me, they've been born without fathers because the daughters are whores. You ain't trying to help take care of none of this stuff. And all this stuff that the Most High is speaking of here, it's all in his Torah. His instructions. But a lot of y'all won't know that because, once again, you don't read it. But let's continue. Verse 6.
Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Most High God. I change not.
I change not. So don't sit here and say, when I pull out this whole order of Melchizedek thing, that every man in the world is going to be a priest. Wrong. Every one of y'all are not kings. Excuse me. Every one of y'all are not princes. Some of y'all are peasants in Israel. Okay? And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, dude, running around with a target on your back because you royalty? Don't get me wrong. Yes, Israel's all royalty. Yes, don't get me wrong. We're the prince of power. I understand that. for y'all to sit there and say, yo, Ak, you in the wrong for saying that. I'm talking about a bloodline of individuals that's royalty, okay? But you guys made it that everybody's supposed to be royalty. Cats run around saying, I'm a king. Women run around saying, I'm a queen. When? Where? But continue, Ak.
For I am the Most High God. I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from mine ordinances, and have kept not them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Most High God of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall we return?
See, they had not thought in their mind. They was already dealing with the Most High. You don't want to return. He's asking you to return. But no, you guys know better because somebody taught you something that wasn't correct with the Most High. Because they're saying how you guys should return by listening to them. Nah, fam. We'll continue out.
This next one is just hurtful. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation.
Even this whole nation. You guys are robbing the whole nation. So your whole little give donations. Donations, dude, I control my tongue, man, because y'all be lying.
Like, I don't ask for tithings or anything, or not, but that, I felt that one.
They be lying, man.
I felt that one.
You still a so-called Christian. You still bringing that stuff in there and lying to the people and doing fundraisers on his holy days? Y'all want to know who I'm talking about? I'll tell you who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Ricard from the GOCC. That's exactly who I'm talking about. And the rest of the so-called One West camps. Like I said, this lesson, you ain't going to like what I'm going to say. I don't care. You guys are robbing them. And also, I'll prove it. I'm going to prove it right as we talk right now.
Exclusive.
You guys are going to get it. I asked that question, so GOCC members, if you guys see this video, and this video I'm finna show you real quick, I'm the one that asked the question, why in your Hebrew Academy class do you not teach the full laws, all the laws from Exodus to Leviticus to Numbers to Deuteronomy?
Excuse me, how come in your Hebrew and Bible Academy you guys never teach the whole laws of Exodus and Deuteronomy? Well, the whole thing is we more so, and we teach the laws, but we more so teach the doctrinal differences to tear down the strongholds that have been taught in the mind.
That was a long answer for...
You understand?
No.
Hold on a second.
No.
What is the doctrinal differences? What doctrinal differences? Like what I said, Torah means doctrine. Singular, not plural. And no, you don't teach the laws. And during the next lessons, I will play this whole video so you can see what I'm talking about. It'll come out the horse's mouth. Okay? And it's not just coming down on GOCC. I'm coming down on every camp there is. Everybody.
What do the kids say now? Shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired, however you want to say it and stuff. Because I'm tired of this stuff. You guys lie and you're stealing from the people and you're making the Most High's holy days a spectacle. Of something to laugh at or have fun and things like that. It's a joyful day, but here it is, you're collecting money. And then you followers. You guys follow like it ain't nothing wrong. This is why y'all off. But continue, I
want to read verse 8 again.
Read it again. Go ahead,
Malachi chapter 3, verse 8.
Okay.
Will a man rob God, the Most High God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat and some be meat in mine house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Most High God of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. And I will rebuke and I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruits before the time in the field, saith the Most High God of hosts. And all nations shall call you blessed, for ye shall be a delightsome land, saith the Most High God of hosts. Your words have been stout against me, saith the Most High God. Yet ye say, what have we spoken so much against thee? Ye have said, it is vain to serve God, the Most High God. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance? Oh my God. And that we have walked mournfully before the Most High God of hosts. And now we call the proud happy, yea, that they work wickedness are set up. Yea, they that tempt God are even delivered. Then they that feared the Most High God spake often one to another, and the Most High God hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Most High God, and that taught upon his name.
And thought.
And that thought upon his name.
Stop right there for a second.
Salakia, I started to feel all that. So
it says in verse 15, and now we call the proud happy, yea, they that work wickedness are set up, yea, they that tempt God are even delivered. Listen, all the stuff you guys are doing, you are tempting the heck out of him. And I feel real sorry for a lot of you followers that do this. Because you guys seriously are not trying to know. And you call them your teachers. I am so glad I got up out of that. Because I already saw the corruptness that was going on. Because stuff wasn't adding up with the laws. And look what's happening. All you guys that's out there is doing this stuff. You're making everybody fail. You're robbing the Most High. You're tempting him with your witchcraft, your lies, your false swears. This is why the Mashiach said, don't swear nothing on in heaven or on earth or underneath the earth. Don't do it. But the Torah says you can swear by his name. The reason why he said that is because you guys wasn't holding your word. You wasn't keeping your covenant with him. But go ahead, Ott.
Malachi chapter 3, verse 17. And they shall be mine, saith the Most High God of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them, as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not.
So you're going to have the discernment if you know the Torah, so you could tell what's right, what's wrong, what's wicked, what's righteous. That's the real discernment. And I'll talk about that discernment stuff later too, about the 9 different gifts of the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay? But we're going to finish this up right now because it's just a little bit, and that'll be it for today. Go ahead, chapter 4, verse 1.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Most High God of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Families, no sons, nobody remember your name, none of that stuff. Go ahead.
All right, verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Most High God of hosts. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments.
That's what Christ did. Go ahead.
Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Most High God. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse.
And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers. So it's going to be, one teaching the other teaching the other. Is going to come back into a fold. And that's what the Mashiach was doing. And the doctrine he was teaching, like it said, was the law. So, and like I said, I'm going to say this again. It's not that I hate the camps. Okay? It's not that I hate that. But I do hate the spirit that's in them. I do hate the lies that you guys speak. I do hate the proudness and what's the other word I'm looking for? The stretched forth neck, the pride in you, and thinking you're teaching or you're doing something really good and righteous, but it's only for your own righteous. It's only for you. It ain't for the Most High. That's what I do hate. And the only way that's going to change, if you literally will start teaching the laws fully, not just the 10 Commandments, not eating no pork chops and shrimp, lobster, and crab. But teaching the full laws and putting Levites in that position, and you falling back. Like I said, the righteous ain't got nothing to do with the wicked. Period. Light has nothing to do with the darkness.
Shouldn't have.
At all. Now, like I said, I'm saying names now. I really am. I'm not talking in code. I'm not just grouping up. I'm saying each and every one of y'all. Every Israelite camp out there that's not fully teaching the law, statute, and commandments. Every single one of them. And have your Levites set up that's amongst you and have them teaching the laws and you guys falling back. I'm talking about every single one of you. I don't care how long you've been in. Yes, the Most High to you brothers. Oh, brother, you should show more respect. The Most High brought you through a camp. Yes, he did. He sure did. He brought me through first. I saw ISUPK back in 2011. Then I seen HOI. Brother Zabak. I actually talked with Zabak on the streets in New York. Down in Brooklyn. Down in Manhattan. Then I ran into GOCC back in amongst those years of 2011 in that time period. Ran across Ricard's video. And I don't call them elder at all. Ain't none of them over 50, at least from what I know. And they sure as heck is not teaching the full laws. And that's a fact. Because if you was, all of us would have been together right now. Oh, there wouldn't be no division.
What was your key word? Walk you through.
Right. Most High. But Most High may have brought me through that. But that doesn't mean I give credos and credit to them. And the reason why is because I know where the glory goes to. It only goes to the Most High. I'll give it credit. Thanks. Thank you.
For what?
But you guys are wrong in what you're doing now. You've been doing it. You guys need to let go. It's time to let go. You better let go before time is up. And stop lying. Stop creating all these doctrines. Those are man-made doctrines. Period. And every time you guys talk about something so-called prophetic, it never comes to pass. And we don't hear from you guys for months. But your followers will sit there and say, well, we all looking through a dim window. We all don't see clearly. No. You're using that out of context. Stop lying for these men. When are you going to stand up and go against not wickedness? When are you going to stand up and say you're wrong? Those that are still in the camps and say, come as a collective and say, look, so-called man with a title, this is what we're doing wrong. You're doing this wrong. It says we're not supposed to do this, and you're teaching us to do this. When are you going to stand up? Maybe I should rename myself the Instigator instead of Ezekiel. That's what I should do. Because you guys don't want to say nothing. You're too afraid. You still got the church mentality. Well, he's a man of God. Don't question him. He's the one that helped brought you in here. God used him to bring you. He sure did. But also the Most High word stands, and he's going against the Most High's word. So I believe that I'm here to let you know, hey, you need to check yourself.
Yeah, and they say Donald Trump's a man of God.
Right? But anyways, that's it for today. And like I said, no hard feelings, but oh well. The Most High say he's not a respecter of persons, and neither am I. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You're right, and I will give credit that you're right. Okay? But all the glory goes to the Most High through the Mashiach, which is our mediator, and for the wisdom and the understanding that came on from the Ruach HaKodesh. So anyways, we're going to pick up in Exodus chapter 2, the whole chapter next week, to understand why the Most High used the Levites and started off to be that the base, the root for everything else to grow, the soil. Okay? So I'm Brother Ezekiel.
I'm Brother Lee.
And we're saying Shalom, Yasha'Allah, and world.
Shalom.